Hey everyone! Japan has some really interesting customs that might seem strange to us. Things like tipping, whistling at night, and even having tattoos can be a big no-no. Get ready to learn about some surprising things in Japan. Let's talk about tipping. In Japan you don't tip. Good service is just expected, not something you pay extra for. Instead of tipping, try saying something nice or giving a small gift. They'll like that a lot more. Tattoos in Japan have a tricky history. They have been both revered as art and stigmatized as symbols of criminality. Some hot springs, known as onsens, don't allow people with tattoos because they are sometimes connected to gangs, particularly the Yakuza. This can be surprising for tourists who are unaware of this cultural nuance. But things are changing, and some places are okay with tattoos now. More and more onsens are becoming tattoo-friendly, recognizing the growing number of international visitors who have body art. Just do some research before you go. Look up tattoo-friendly onsens online or in travel guides to ensure a smooth and enjoyable experience. Being prepared can help you avoid any awkward situations and make the most of your visit. Giving gifts in Japan is an important cultural practice that goes beyond the act itself. It's a way to show respect, gratitude, and to build relationships. The tradition is deeply rooted in Japanese society and is observed on various occasions, from formal events to casual gatherings. What you give is less important than why you give it. The thought and effort you put into selecting and presenting the gift are what truly matter. It's a reflection of your feelings and intentions towards the recipient. And please don't give lingerie. Such gifts can be seen as inappropriate and may cause embarrassment. It's essential to be mindful of cultural sensitivities and choose gifts that are respectful and considerate. Something simple like nice drinks, good fruit, or traditional Japanese sweets can be perfect choices. These items are not only appreciated but also reflect a sense of thoughtfulness and care. Japanese candy, snacks, or a beautifully arranged fruit basket can also make excellent gifts. They are easy to find and are generally well received by everyone. Make sure to wrap it nicely and give it with both hands. The presentation is just as important as the gift itself. Using traditional wrapping methods like furoshiki adds a special touch and shows extra care and respect. Some mountains in Japan, like Mount Omine, don't allow women. Old beliefs say women aren't allowed because of their periods. Lots of people think this is wrong and old-fashioned. Hopefully, everyone will be welcome on these mountains someday. Some words in Japan are not okay to say. One word is manko. It's very important to be polite and respectful in Japan. If you're not sure about a word, don't say it. Divorce in Japan can be hard. Old ideas about men and women make it tough for women to leave bad marriages. Even if a woman does get a divorce, people might judge her. It's a complicated problem. Giving your seat to someone on a crowded train can be tricky in Japan. In many cultures, offering your seat to someone who appears to need it more is seen as a kind and considerate gesture. However, in Japan, this well-meaning act can sometimes be misinterpreted. You might think you're being nice, but they might think you're saying they're weak. The cultural nuances in Japan are subtle, and what might be considered polite in one context can be seen as offensive in another. It's important to be aware of these differences to avoid misunderstandings. If you want to give your seat, just say you're getting off at the next stop. This way you can offer your seat without implying that the other person is incapable of standing. It's a simple yet effective way to navigate the complexities of social etiquette in Japan. Blowing your nose in public in Japan is rude. It's seen as not very clean. Go to the bathroom or wear a mask if you need to blow your nose. The number 4 is unlucky in Japan because it sounds like the word for death. You won't see the number 4 in lots of places like buildings and hospitals. It's like the number 13 in some places. Don't whistle at night in Japan. People believe it brings bad luck or bad spirits. A long time ago, thieves used whistling to talk to each other. So if you whistle at night, people might think you're a robber. So there you have it, 10 surprising things about Japan. Just be respectful, watch what others do, and don't be afraid to ask questions. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.